Power to the people. We are back to do maintenance. You are tuned in to the latest episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. We're going to call this one Kobe Doing Work because this is episode number 24.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Ray. We are in here back for a new episode. I just want to run around, give the host a couple of chances to say something. Mr. ATL Zone, wish he was born during the Freaknik time frame. Nico, my brother, how you doing this week?
Uh, technically I was born during the Freaknik time frame, just not old enough to participate. But I'm doing well, brother. How you?
Okay. Product of? We're gonna keep it moving.
No,
Pushing
no,
more weight,
nah.
pushing more weight than Jeezy in '01. We got Mr. Ed Rogers, man. How you doing outside, man?
Man, we doing great, man. Speaking of Jeezy, bro, we just had that out going on last night. Man, we doing blessed, highly favored, ready to kick it, man. Thank you for asking.
Love that, love that. Rose meets Marv One meets the bodega that you would always shop at. How you doing, good sir?
I'm pretty good, man. You always need big nigga reputation, you know what I'm saying, on a podcast. I'm here to bring that. So
I feel you. I feel you,
Inclusivity.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah, man.
crazy.
yeah.
The Democrats, man. The
Man,
Democrats, bro.
I'm telling you, man, he looked like he brought Malcolm Jamal Warner back, man. I appreciate you, Bodega. That's what happens when you get a fresh edge of dog.
Hey, yo.
That's
Rest in
crazy.
peace to the good brother, man. This
okay,
might be your last
I
time
see.
Either
introducing
God
everybody.
rest
I
in
see. I
peace or
see. I
God
see what
become a
type of
battle
time
bar.
you
We
niggas
on
is
that
on
type of time.
today.
I
I
told y'all
see
before
it.
we got started. I told
I
y'all
see
before
it.
we
It
got
became a
started.
battle bar. Couldn't even rest 2 weeks, man.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh man. I don't even know what to say to you, man. You fresh from Magic City. How you doing, Rose, bro?
You know, we live and
You a
direct,
permanent
baby. You know
residence.
what's up?
You know that nigga was just throwing bands to that new Walker Flocka
Just
song.
throwing bands, man.
Just.
He needs
I ain't
shoulder
on that.
surgery. He been throwing so many ones, bro.
Not on
But
that,
we
brother.
here. We here. Go ahead, Nick.
Yes, this is Keep It Clean podcast episode number 24. As always, if you are tuning in on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please be sure to share the page. We are up over 100 subscribers. We do appreciate y'all. And we still working on the gift. Just be patient with us. This is our first time doing this, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're following on the DSPs, please be sure to like the page, add us to your libraries. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube now at the Keep It Clean Show. Let's get into it, gang. What we doing today? Who got solos?
I got one.
Let's do
This
it.
is for this is for all you nasty ass niggas out there, man. We've been through this before, probably about 7 years ago with Bad Baby, Cash Me Outside. And here we are again with Lil Tay. Lil Tay, as everybody remember, the little Asian girl, if Oriental. I don't know what she was. I don't want to be wrong. But
Oriental
everyone
crazy.
remembers. Everybody remember little Shorty off Vine and Instagram flexing with the cash. She was one of the first phone up money phone girls. She was like 9. Well, she's come back now and she turned 18 and she dropped an OnlyFans link. And she posted later that apparently it ran up about 1 million. I don't know the time frame, but pretty quick. So I just need to keep it clean. You niggas are fucking nasty. Okay? There's a spot in hell waiting for y'all. Right along with Trump, right along with Birdman. Like, it's a spot in hell with all y'all. Okay? All right?
Hell no, boy.
You niggas are terrible.
OnlyFans from
See Jesus.
I just want to say real quick. I think using Oriental in 2025 might be
It's
like using
it's
colored in
it's
2025.
bar for bar, bro. It's bar for bar. Bro.
It didn't, but hold on, wait. But that didn't cover the spectrum?
No, I don't. I just. I don't know if
Crazy.
that. I don't think that's. I don't think that's.
Don't
That's
let them
proper.
censor you, Ev. You pop
It's
that shit. Don't let them
I
no,
see what
censor
you're
you.
I
saying,
ain't
man.
trying to
listen,
look,
nah,
gang. I ain't
cause
trying to hold on,
listen,
bro. I
listen
ain't trying to run
to all
down every single
Don't let
one.
them censor you,
I'm
brother.
sorry.
to
Yeah.
all my Muslim brothers and sisters,
My
if you
bad.
eating that Oriental pack, you need to stop that. It's pork in there. That's haram. Don't
That's what
do
I'm gonna
that.
say. The
That's a
ramen still
fact.
say
Nah, man.
That
Oriental.
is a
We
It's
fact.
that's
free
still a
man,
flavor,
brother.
ain't it?
Don't eat
We
that.
free men.
Oriental as a flavor is also hilarious. Hilarious.
It's that
It
blue
is
pack.
Oriental flavor shit. Like,
It is.
No, it was
Yeah.
no, Bodega. It was yellow. I thought.
Nah.
Can we
That's-
please? Can we please? Can we please? Can we please? Who else got a solo this week?
salute you, Ev. Salute.
I got a solo. We're gonna start with the two that we know. We have a gentleman by the name of Delbert Corver from Marietta, Georgia, and another gentleman by the name of Caden Lopez from Waddell, Arizona.
What you doing about home
Your-
business, man? How long?
Your
What you doing?
Marietta, bro?
your
Carl Parkway?
lasciviousness needs to be stopped. You two, as grown men, went to go buy fake meat to throw at WNBA games. You heinous bastards. You heinous bastards. Your lasciviousness needs to be studied because you went and showed us that you have no guy friends. You got in a whip with a dick.
Ray, you
To
not even
throw.
gonna toss a pause in there? Like, you ain't even
Is
gonna
that-
toss nothing
Is
in
that,
He
there.
from your area.
Is that the
He from
cheesy
your
booty
area.
white boy
You
that look
just
like
straight freaky, brother.
Roseanne?
Toss a
Man,
pause
Like
in
that's-
there, man.
Roseanne, ain't it?
That's one. That's one. The other homie black. Other
Straight
homie black.
freak. Ray, you've been a freak since this pod
Delbert
started,
Corbett.
brother.
Delbert Corbett. The way Rose talking, he might have drove you to the store to buy said
Nah,
strap
brother.
to throw in the
Nah.
game.
Nah.
Wickedest part. Wickedest part.
They
about
see
it,
you.
probably
They
just-
see you, brother, for who you are. They see
Wickedest
you.
part about it is, wickedest part about this is you probably didn't even have to buy it. You probably could have just went to the locker room and grabbed one and then proceeded on with your activities.
So
But
you
nah.
telling that nigga to do Grand Theft
Better.
larceny from one
better.
of the players' locker rooms, it's still the fake meat and then throw it on the court.
Bodega. I told you, bro. I
telling
told
him-
you. Look
That's
at
what
look
you-
at this
That's
man,
what
bro.
you
telling
said.
him
That's
not
what
to
you
do it
said.
at
Look at this
all.
That's
man.
what you.
I'm telling him not to do it at all. That's
Nah.
the craziest part, bro.
We
That
see
man
you.
said, "Go into the
We
locker
see you.
room."
Hey,
Hey,
this is
man,
real.
hold on.
This is some real
This is
Atlanta activity,
supreme
man.
haram, bro.
He a fan,
You got
he a
people doing the
fan.
questionable stuff. They flip it back on you. You see it, Ev? That's how Atlanta
Yeah,
move,
bro.
man.
Yeah, bro.
They got
I got
questionable activity, then they try to make you seem.
First of
like you
all,
crazy, man.
Marietta is
Marietta.
not Atlanta. Okay.
No.
First of all,
Atlanta and the surrounding areas.
there you go.
The Atlanta,
Hey,
Whatever,
but
bro.
but this what I want to know. Like, how did they even get that in there? Like, how they even do that?
I
Like,
mean, I don't think you
Did you
want to
put
know
that
the
in
only
game?
couple ways you can
ever
get
been
it
to
in.
a WNBA game?
did you put the fake meat next to the real
So
meat?
I-
Bro,
wait,
Did you
no, no,
put
no,
the
hold up,
tofu
hold
in the
up,
meat?
hold up,
bro.
hold up,
The
hold
I
up.
mean, we
You
not
put the
even
tofu
finna
in the
make
meat?
one
pause
mic,
on
one
that.
mic, one mic, one mic.
Bodega, Ev, give me a second. I'm supposed to say pause, but nobody questioned what Rose just said.
I just said nobody go put pause on nothing. What you talking about?
You tried to pause me, and you said there's only two ways to get it in. Is
That's a
you just
fact.
It
slid
is
that
on,
one
and I
out
said
there.
pause after.
Oh, okay. You didn't say pause after. You did not say pause
All
after.
right, man. Crank the rewind when we get further, but you a meat bandit.
Yes.
No, that's
Hey,
all.
man.
I just want to know, like, they putting the fake meat next to the real meat? Cause that's extra.
Bro,
questionable.
let me tell you, you can sneak anything
All
into
right,
a
man.
WNBA game,
I don't
man.
know
Yeah,
what
we're
else
not
to say.
asking.
They not doing no type of security at the WNBA
They don't
games,
check nothing,
which is
bro.
it's a real issue. But like, you know what I'm saying? You get a little pat down, little real quick, maybe a metal detector.
I think that might
I
be
mean,
the
the
wrong
metal
time to
detector
use
ain't finna
the.
stop that, bro.
I think that might be the wrong time to use the euphemism of but let's just Bodega, you got a solo this week or a cap. Let's talk to me, brother. What's up?
Hey man, listen. I just want the music to speak for itself. It's okay. Let the music speak for itself. Bro, Metro, listen, and all to my Atlanta
Hilarious
niggas, I
thing
love
to follow
y'all
up that
very
last
deeply,
topic.
all that kind of stuff. But like, bro, that rant of tweets talking about what niggas is doing online versus what you doing in the music, bro. We don't care, bro. We don't care. We don't care.
Yes, we
the
do.
music is great, bro. We don't care. Stop.
Yes.
Just let the music talk. All that popping your shit off tweet like
Pop it.
I'm cool, bro.
Pop that.
I'm cool.
Sometimes
Pop
it's
that.
This
necessary.
shit.
Pop
Shit's
that
whack
Atlanta
to me.
shit, man. If you niggas did not have a double Nike Elite socks with the Sperry's, with the Cargos, with the Hollister or the AM or the Arrow, it's not for you. And that needs to be said. Sometimes You have to explain what the regionality is to a motherfucker. Like, hey, certain things was going on over here. You might not rock with it. That's cool. But just know this is what you need to understand before you get over here. If you don't get it, stay over there. I'm not mad at that. Be honest with you. I ain't mad at that. Like, please.
I mean, it's just that project would have released. I think the problem is like it would have been released as a mixtape back in the day because that's what it is. It's a mixtape. It's not meant to be an album, but that's the only way that people consume music now because we don't have Dat Piff. We ain't got live mixtapes no more. Like this is the only way you can consume it. So they counting all this shit is real numbers. And for some reason, the consumer is just super enamored with numbers currently. I don't know why. You niggas don't get paid off them listens. So I don't know. Either the music good or it's not.
I think the Clips album also showed us though with how rare it was to have a rollout that wasn't just tweets. So going back to something with like a Metro album, your entire album rollout be predominantly social media presence. It looked different. None of his tweets applied to me. He told me it wasn't for me. I believed him.
Yeah, I'm saying that's really
why he can't say that? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Were there different tweets for bro, that you talking about?
Bodega, why he can't say that? Like,
because bro, let the music speak for itself, bro.
No.
Look, listen. We gonna get into the regionality conversation real soon, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and the way I feel about the way Atlanta niggas go about doing shit. But like, that's neither here nor there.
No, let's explore that. Let's go ahead and hop into this.
Come on, man.
Let's go ahead and lock in because you're a New York, you're a New York resident.
Bro, I'm saying, okay. Here's the thing: the project is really good.
Yes,
the project is good. The project is amazing. It's phenomenal. It is specifically for Atlanta niggas who grew up in that time. That's great, bro. Or in the other people who like loosely participate, all the other type of shit. Let the music stand for itself. You got 12 tracks, 13 tracks. You ain't get everything off on them tracks. Just let the music stand, my nigga. All the damn tweets and hoofy hoos and hoppy highs and fuck. No, I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. Just let the music be the music. That's it.
But I am letting the music be the music, and I'm also telling you niggas to shut the fuck up.
You ain't gotta tell nobody to do shit if you letting the music be the music.
But some people are talking too much when they don't understand the music.
Yeah, it's like if I'm putting this out, if I put this joint out, and I'm a producer like Metro is, and there's a whole scheme, the whole situation. This is a very specific thing that I'm doing, and then I put it out, and I'm fucking with it. Like I rock with the shit. I know what I did. And motherfuckers that's not from here don't understand what's going on. Got all this type of, why the fuck, what the fuck? This shit don't make no sense. Why this sound like, hey, you guys, if you don't know, if you're not aware, if you haven't been a part of blah, 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 this shit ain't for you. Move on.
That's just like us responding to every dumbass comment we see on TikTok and YouTube.
Well, I mean, the problem is he's a producer, bro, and you gotta be able to paint your own narrative. Like he's saying what it is. And first of all, you have to comment on everything now. If you ain't commenting, niggas is creating narratives, and that's affecting other shit. Shout out Metro.
Niggas always create narratives, bro. That's always the thing. That's always been a thing. Niggas.
Okay, well, let me talk about the narrative.
Yeah, like I can't push back on the narrative just because niggas always been creating narratives.
And he don't rap.
What's the narrative?
Yeah, that the album was ass. That the album was ass, and the shit wasn't up. Mad niggas on the internet.
A lot of people, bro.
I mean, from the 22,000 views. I mean, I'm saying like it's not even about the numbers, but obviously people not feeling it. Like,
yeah,
internet niggas are always worried about numbers that don't pay them, and making narratives that also don't pay them.
Some of them niggas.
I mean, no, the narratives pay these niggas, bro.
Narratives do not pay a lot of these niggas.
A nigga King Jared getting paid off narrative painting every day.
It's not 1% niggas getting paid off narrative.
That's a fact.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, but in the scheme of it, you also are in the environment of a whole bunch of motherfuckers trying to be the next person getting paid off a narrative. So everybody is jumping on bandwagons trying to be the next academics, be the next Kai, be the next whatever, and they doing it through malicious. What
You acknowledging the nigga who's gonna be the next academics?
am I
That's
acknowledging?
not my. Let me say that's
You
not
said,
my
am I
vibe.
acknowledging it? You know, I
I'm.
don't acknowledge much, but
That's what I'm
I
saying. But this is
understand somebody in a situation where it's like, bro, I just put this out, and folks is painting a narrative that's gonna fuck my pockets up.
And
Bingo.
see, hold
Like,
on,
And
wait, Keith.
it depend on how you playing too, bro. This the same person that has sold over 100,000 units in the first week. And that wasn't even too long ago. You feel me? Like he has the
that's what,
right to say something about his art as somebody that has been as successful as him for y'all to try to paint narratives. Yeah, but I gotta say something. This the only way I get it off.
I
and I
Was
do
there a
disagree.
think that
narrative
too. Like,
before the album dropped?
I
no,
disagree personally. I'm just
Okay.
saying, bro. As successful as Metro is, Metro is a legend. I'm
right?
I'm not about to come down from like we talking pedestals now. I'm not about to come down from my fucking perch to address niggas who ain't did shit in their life. What the fuck
I
is we
get it.
talking about?
See,
I get it,
hold
but at
on.
the same time, it's
What are
like
we saying? Like what are
as
we
a
saying? Like
No, I
I
got time
made this
today. I got
project.
time
This
today.
yeah,
project.
like as
I
an
got
artist,
time
bro.
today.
Sometimes like it be them moments where it's like, bro, on any other day, probably not. On most days, probably not. But today, like we all know, shout out Erica Badu. I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. So when the artist put that shit out and it ain't getting the type of response, or folks feel like people ain't engaging the way it's necessary, whatever, I'm never gonna say an artist shouldn't go pop that shit about their art. Pop your shit, bro. If it work or not, that ain't we'll see. But if niggas, you feel like folks is playing with you about that art, because niggas champion that shit any other time. When it was Kanye before he went crazy, you know what I'm saying? When folks is bugging out on the label, when folks is like, no, y'all niggas just don't understand what we really trying to do. It's like, yeah, talk that shit. Don't be mad when niggas do it on Twitter. Like that's just another medium.
And
It was
Bodega
if it
to
was
your
Hot 97, niggas probably would have been like, yeah, run that.
yeah, and to your point, Bodega too. When you saying like the next DJ Academics, the problem is these niggas who's in the realm of trying to be the next academics, they ain't got the same exposure as him, but they got enough exposure. And that's the thing of with that is that once you start painting that narrative, all it takes is the right next person to pick it up, and now it's at academics level. So yeah, you got to, and that's the thing, you got to try to stop it before it even start. So it do
Mm,
come out sometimes looking crazy, but it's like, no, let me stop you because guess what? If you listen to this album and you saying it's ass when it's meant for a specific purpose and a specific place and a specific area, you need to understand that before you really go into that critique because you really just speaking out of ignorance
Ignorant.
sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. And sometimes you want to dead that. Like, hey, a lot of y'all are saying it's ass, but guess what? Have y'all ever been in Atlanta in '05 when this shit was buzzing? Or have you ever been around a town when this was going? Have you been in an area that's related to this music? Have you been in an area that's been around with this time? If you haven't, you won't understand it. So of course it's not gonna sound good. But at least preface it with, I don't understand it fully to make the claim that I'm saying that it's bad music.
yeah, but
Like
niggas
Ray
not gonna.
said, it's not for me. Perfect. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
for you because
But I
you
mean, but
understand.
like in this again, like this particular take may just be my manager brain versus artist brain. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely leave it at that. But like, bro, the tweets don't help shit. They don't do anything. They're not anything productive. You got a bunch of cheesy booty niggas talking about shit that they don't know what they talking about, and you gonna go ahead and feed them by responding to them. That don't
I
make
was
like
I would say
it
it
just
probably
don't make
adds
sense.
to some of the talk around your project. Like a lot of like even the fact like it leads to shit like this, us having a conversation about regionality and hip, like this is furthering the rollout, keeping the legs going on the rollout. Like because now and then you running around doing the shows, doing the and like how they dressing versus how folks actually dressed at that time is now becoming a conversation. Like it's all type. I think I get what you saying on the sense of like what's the goal type shit. But if niggas is talking shit about my shit and that's gonna fuck up my sales, I gotta do something to try to boost my shit again.
I don't think it fuck up the sales, but it does play into the larger conversation. So like I definitely concede that point. Like
Yeah.
true.
And that's why I would say, because one part of it is that when you got him making those tweets, you now had this conversation getting picked up by a Joe Budden podcast where they reach out to the manager and he explains what's really going down and how it sounds too. Like you get that extended conversation from everything. And that extended conversation adds into the rollout too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a fact. Yeah, man. Go stream a futuristic something. But only if you had
Only if
that
you
shit
was
on
late.
back then. Yeah, if you understand what was going on back then. Cause if you don't, we don't want to hear you. We
I
don't
know
want to hear
Walker
you.
is a Republican who supports Trump, but that clap track is that shit is some heat, bro. That shit is some heat. That
It's
shit
a
is
fact.
some heat. That shit
Ugh.
is a tipsy Magic City, go in there, couple rack, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you got to throw.
And I ain't gonna lie, that make
Mhm.
it make sense. Rocco, listen, man. If Rocco and Metro, if y'all just lock in for like 6 of them on this type of time, I think Rocco might have a whole resurgence because that shit
We
right
need it.
there.
I need
We
him and
need it.
Dro. I
We
need
need
him
it.
and Dro to
Yeah,
do something.
Dro too. Dro too.
Dro to do something.
Dro too. Because Dro always been that. Like, yeah, man. Nah, yeah. Shout out
Man,
to Metro.
shout out to Young Dro, man. Shout out to
Is he
Big
the real
John.
best out
You
of
know what I'm saying?
Atlanta, but just
Shout
never
out
get the
to that
credit?
whole management team, man. They doing amazing work over there.
You said it's
Amazing
Dro
work.
to what?
Is he
You said it's
is he really the best out of Atlanta, but doesn't get the credit?
mm, I don't know about that.
Hey, I'm gonna
Like,
make a
or let me
comparison.
rephrase the question really quick. Is it like is he the regional hero that nobody else knows about? You know how every region has like that one that he's not as famous as everybody else or
Probably,
as
yeah.
a few other people,
Probably,
but
yeah.
when you
Yeah,
there, you know
yeah.
it's really him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
yeah.
You can
Okay.
say that. Yeah, you
I
can
was
say
gonna say
that.
I got a crazy comparison, and it's gonna sound crazy because we've been shitting on this nigga for a while now, especially me. But take away the
Not Jim Jones.
lameness, yes. Take away the lameness and take away the corny activity. He's kind of like the ATL's Jim Jones. Think about it. Jim Jones before this corny shit in the last 4 years. Just rock with me, man. I could be wrong, but just rock how I'm looking at it. Just rock it how I'm looking at it, bro. Before this corny
Okay.
shit in the last 4-5 years, think about it. Jim Jones had his resurgence because he was just pushing out good music. Like he had his resurgence, and then guess what? It made people look at him as the best rapper out of Dipset when that was never a conversation 15 years ago.
Who are you
Oh,
including?
a majority of people get on
We
social
need to
media.
stay away.
Yes, ever since El Capo and Wasted Talent, since that
Yeah,
run,
yeah.
they've
Wasted
went
Talent
around
did have
saying
niggas saying, yeah,
that
yeah,
he's the
it's
That
best
he
out of
was the
Dipset.
best out of Dipset.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Did
yeah.
y'all pray for him?
No,
Y'all
because I
almost got
agree
the
with him.
same algorithm there.
This been going on since
That's a
2018.
Y'all
nasty.
got
Y'all,
the same algorithm, bro.
but that's how the conversation was going, and that's why I say,
Can't
like,
be.
without the corny stuff, and because again, from how I looked at it, I don't see Dro pushing himself in a resurgence musically from
Yeah.
2018. That's what I mean is that they're kind of in the same boat. It's just they're the same person, but Dro doesn't have the resurgence to lead into the 7 years we've gotten of Jim Jones now. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
I
That's
think a
fair.
more accurate comparison would be Max B, honestly. But I hear what you're
Okay,
saying.
That's fair. Yeah,
that's
Or
that's
that's
fair.
because
that's,
it
that's even better.
yeah. Or for us, like out in Texas, he would have been he's y'all zero. He's y'all zero.
Zeros
Yeah.
Yeah,
is a
that's a good one.
Yeah, he's y'all zero. That's what it seemed like because every time Dro plays, that's the one. That's the one. Where I need more of this,
Yeah.
but you don't get that often. Okay.
So we are gathered here today because our good brother Bodega said it was put on his spirit, by those beyond to speak and bring his brothers in community to speak and have a conversation. So I'm gonna turn the floor over to our good brother. What's on your mind, man?
Teflon Dawn.
So on last podcast, right, we talked about it was like a passing thought, right? We talked about finding guidance through reading. You should pick up and read your books. That's facts. Find your guidance there. But the other half of that is finding guidance through purpose. And so a lot of times, we think that like if we sit and we patient and we find ourselves in the right situation or we prepare everything correctly, that purpose comes in like a lightning bolt. But that's never how purpose shows up. Purpose is like those breadcrumbs through the actions that you do to get to the place that you're going to, right? Um, you might get messages from others. You know what I'm saying? If depending upon like how you lean religiously or whatever the case, telling you about what you should be doing or where you align, sometimes those messages are incorrect. Most times though, they're correct. You've always lived in this space, the actions, the things that you didn't want to do, the things that you did want to do all led you to this place. And so I asked I want to ask you brothers today is, given the fact that we're on mics, we are, pushing our version of community, our version of conversations, and giving y'all backgrounds. Do y'all feel like y'all are living in your purpose today?
I'll start that one. I would say yes. Um, as a kid, I wanted to do the news. I'm just keep it a bean. Like I wanted to be a news anchor type shit. Uh, and this is like kind of my version of doing that, finding truth, doing journalism, and reporting those stories back. Whether and through all of the things that I love attached, like hip hop, politics, etc. Um, on top of that, music wise, I ain't gonna lie, niggas been slacking, but I do feel like I'm in my purpose of still making music because that's something that's just natural to do. And in a communal sense, and being a role model to little man in there and being a grounding presence in my family and the household and trying to make sure that I push that with the homies, push that with him, push that with her and everybody else around and like spread the humanity in the aspect. Yeah, I would say I think so. I think there's obviously, of course, things I could be doing better and more on a consistent basis, but for the most part, pushing peace, pushing humanity and trying to be the best version of myself on a daily basis. Yeah, I would say so.
It's a
Ray,
good
yeah.
answer.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Well, let me turn it back on you. Do you think you living in your purpose today? Or would you say you are?
Yeah. I feel like I got here reluctantly. Every situation I've ever been in, two things have been omnipresent. One, I've always been called to speak. And two, I've always been called to lead. And both of these I do reluctantly. Not being in the spotlight, liking to play the background, sharing the words that I do have to say for my like closed group of people. Um, but no matter where I am, why I am, how I am, I always get called to the front. And even through like this podcast series, this is me kind of embracing that and speaking the truth that I have to say. So today, yeah.
Ray. Or Ev, go ahead. My fault. I see you was about to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say really piggybacking off what Bodega said, I would say yes. But I really, to even go back, I would say I was living my purpose before. Like not even like I'm not even gonna
Hmm.
say the podcast was a part. This is now an additive to broaden the purpose. I would think for me, my purpose, religious background, everything with my parents and everything, how I look at it, my purpose was to be a forefront of my community around me. And for me, it started with my brothers and sisters that's next to me left and right. Like that was my thing, making sure like everybody that know me, my best friends, sisters, associates, everybody, I'm the one safe space, vulnerability, peace, prosperity, love, an example of that. And by being that person of experience to be able to talk about certain things or have, like I said, having that safe space to where you can be your most vulnerable self, where we can cry together, laugh together, everything like that. And Nico, he the first one. I tell him all the time, coming on here was a big no.
Yeah.
Like, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and honestly, everybody can tell me, like, all everybody on, like, everybody that knows me with this podcast, the first thing they say is, "Bro, you got a podcast." Like, we finally get to hear you. Like, we finally, like, everybody get to finally hear what you finally tell to us. And now I will say, we probably haven't had all the conversations that get into those things. We had some, but that's the thing is where everybody like, yeah, it's finally your time because everything you tell us on the sub, on the low, and everything, we hear that, but more people need to hear that. And it's one of those things. That's why I tell Nico, like, I remember a conversation me and him had for about 2 hours where that's why I say now being here, where now it's I got a connection of Atlanta. I got a connection in Texas. And then we got this voice now where it's going out to thousands, millions of people potentially, and hopefully at one day where connections all over the world and all over the country where we can continue to speak about those things and like-minded individuals, even those that aren't like-minded, where we get to a common place where we are continuing to build and love each other and be of one and come together. So I would say, yeah, I'm that's a great question. I love that you asked that, dog. Like, yeah, I would say I'm living in my purpose, and this podcast is helping to expand it.
Brother
Right.
Rose.
Oh yeah, Rose, what's up, gang?
You know. No, all jokes aside, bro. I'm a personally say a little bit of yes and a little bit of no. Like I'm doing stuff I know I'm supposed to be doing to get to a certain thing to take me somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But I could do two things at one time. I'm not trying to be too coded. I just don't like sharing everything in my life or whatever. But
That's
um,
cool.
I
Yeah,
feel
for sure.
like there's more of things that I could be doing to further myself in my purpose. But um, as these brothers will tell you, I can get distracted. I do have other things and other
No,
activities that I indulge in. And maybe I should be using my
your
time a
earthly
little more wise.
pleasures.
Yeah, man. So
That's
Yeah,
honesty, though.
fact.
That's real
No,
honesty, bro.
real facts.
That's honest though. Earthly pleasures will get you shit.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
so
honesty.
I'm definitely getting back, like is what Nico said. Definitely getting back into the music more. Like I've definitely been getting back into it more recent and being more consistent as far as penning shit, because that's the way I get my stuff off of, like through that.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I get it off in the podcast mostly through jokes, but it's we have and have right now, baby. We trying to get a little further, but we have and have.
Hey, man. Appreciate you, brother. Ray, what's up?
I'm more or less in the same bag, man. And when I say that, it's kind of like following in my mom's footsteps. She's the type that was always a find you but continue looking for you at the same time, because you never supposed to stop. You feel me? So there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I successfully achieved that I know for a fact I put in my mind as a kid, which has been great, And on the other side of her investing in my adventures and being adventurous, that's where that part is like, man, there's a lot of times I'll sit back and be like, I feel like I should be doing something else, or I need to go try something. Like I was chopping it with Nico the other day. I was telling him, I mean, my personality is to just go out and experiment, go do it, see it, and then it's cool to find out the areas and then just go work that out. And it's like, now I got an extra skill to the bag, but I'm gonna just keep going to try something. If the idea has been said by me, I don't have necessarily the test and data behind it or the give and take. There's some things that do come from experience, and there's other times where I'm just like, nah, man, I'm gonna go do it, go try it. I'll let y'all know, right? And willing to take that. So there's achievements that I have in my head. My purpose right now with everything that I have established is enjoying the route to get there, because I don't know what that necessary route is. Like the other stuff, career, beautiful, love that, family, locked in. Like I'm doing the stuff that I needed to do, that I felt like, kind of to what you were saying, Rose, I felt like I should have been doing this like right as I was in college, getting to it. But I also understood my situation and it didn't allow for it. I can't be mad at that, but I figured out a way to get to it anyways and still enjoy that. So also with what y'all are saying, extending this through the pod and seeing just the ability to get conversations going and tapping in with certain people, man, it's been dope. But there's certain times where I'm 100% clean with myself, where it's like, you being lazy recently, you didn't work for that. And there's also times where I make sure in this process of being honest, like, you lucked up, because what you got right now, that wasn't, that was a blessing that slid your way that could have went wrong in so many steps before it actually landed in your hands. And have to have that honest conversation just to make sure to keep going and do my due diligence. But yeah, yes, and maybe.
I got a 2-part question coming off of that, and thank all of y'all for your answers. And I'm gonna start with Rose and Ray for answers first. First question: when was your purpose revealed to you as clearly as you can remember? Right? Like I don't have to say like you have all the answers right now because we know purpose changes and shifts over time. But like when did you remember being like, nah, this is what I'm supposed to do? That's one. Second question, does the distraction or the laziness per se come as like kind of fighting against the weight of that purpose, or is it more so just like I'm not focused right now, like I'm just over here doing this on some bullshit?
Those are good questions.
Thank you. Whoever
Go
want to take
ahead.
it first.
I want to answer the first one first because I might have to think a little bit on the second one.
Okay.
Right. I had two separate occurrences personally. Right. I got punched in the face by life in two separate moments in ways that I kind of expected because I was playing around too much outside. Right. But you get clipped one good time and that's enough to reset you. You feel me? Right. when the heat hit your soul like that, literally and physically, it'll make you reset right quick. And from that purpose, that was one of them times when I immediately started getting into the books and just reading, just trying to better myself. And it was just reading for fun. I ain't going to sit here and act like I'm doing due diligence on extra intelligent work. It was just, nah, man, use your imagination. You tried this and it didn't work. And that's how my mind processed. The other time I got G-checked by Pops on something crazy. Grown adult G-check too. Like put me in a place as a child and reminded me this is what it takes to be a man. So I had asked him a question for whatever reason in his mind to establish communication. He would have wheel rules. So if you still are getting stuff paid for by him, he has expectations. One of his expectations back then, for example, would be like, if you don't call him once a week, he gonna cut off your phone line. Like that type of dude. Even though you paying for the bill, you paying out of pocket, he's still gonna cut your line because it's on his service. If you leave it, he gonna cut you off of everything. Toxic, could be, whatever. But I'm doing something for spring break. I was supposed to go down there and help him with something. But someone gave me an offer. We were gonna go out to LA. We just had to get there, hotels, food, everything paid for, like downtown LA. Cool. I call Pops. What's the word? Like, how do you feel about it? You cool with me going? He says, ask your brothers. If they say yes, I'm cool with it. I say, you sure? He said, yeah. I was like my brothers, like not your brothers, my brothers. He said, yeah. Mind you, I'm the youngest of four. I called all three. I knew it was going to be a yes. Hit one. Man, why you calling me? Of course. Dad gave you that deal? I said, yeah. For real? Yeah. Cool. Click. Next one. Same thing. Bang. Third one. It's already money in the bag. I'm halfway dialing his number before my mans even say yes because I'm about to hang up. Get back to Pops. Call Pops. He goes, yeah. Nah. I'm like, what? What you mean? No, you made an agreement. So cool. You know what? It is what it is. Hang up. I already made the plan. I'm going anyways. I'm just gonna cover it. I'm gonna just act like I'm here. Whoop-de-whoop. So I'm out. I'm gone. I'm out of town. 3 days in, you know that feeling you get when you're doing something wrong as a kid, like you know it's going too good. It's something coming. It's going too good.
Yeah.
So I get a call because the school I'm going to, I'm up in Dallas. I get a call. Pop's like, hey man, what you doing? I was like, nothing. I ain't doing nothing. He said, okay. Yeah, I'm outside your door. Come open up. I was like, what? Man, I'm
at a little yummy right now. You know what I mean?
I'm out here, so I came clean where I was at. You feel me? I came clean. I get back to campus. My car's gone.
Damn.
Pops took the whip. I'm 21. First of all, the fact that my brother's grown, right? Let's not skip past the fact I'm borderline asking permission to go, even though I already had the money paid.
Violence only begets more violence, brother.
I'm a grown man, bro. He took my car. You feel me? It's back in San Antonio. You know what that means? Because at the time, he still lived in San Antonio. I'm up in Dallas. He went up there with nobody, went back, got somebody, went back up to take my car, and then went back to San Antonio, bro.
That's a
Bro,
lot of work.
how old was you, bro, when this happened?
21. Mind you, you know what he did when I called? Come get it. Click.
Come see
That's the
about me,
phone
nigga.
call.
Yeah, come see,
Come
come,
get
Come
it.
see about
come
me,
get
nigga.
it. Come get the car.
21?
21, man.
Was your
21.
car insurance on his plan or something? Like,
But I'm paying.
uh,
I'm paying it. That's the thing, bro.
you
I'm
already
paying it.
knew the guidelines and the setup, brother. You already knew
What
what
you
type of
should have
time it
learned
was.
is get your own accounts, brother. That's
Yeah,
what you should have
on
learned.
me.
Here's the slick. When you going, because y'all know this, when you going from check to check at best, you not in the position to work with margins of error that's going to end up
Right.
fucking your shit up. In that position, if you remove yourself from what he's helping you to do, he cuts off everything. I can't have everything cut over a cell phone bill and car insurance. That's not the battle for the overall war right now. I knew that then. So I
Okay.
understood the game. So, anyways, get down there. I didn't go to the house. I slept in the car because I didn't like the tone of come get it. So I knew walking in didn't look like it was going to be in my favor. I could read the room. You did. So I called him from outside, like, Pops, can we go somewhere else to go grab some food and talk one-on-one? Public.
Public, yeah. Neutral ground.
Public.
Man, not trying to catch
you. You did what I'm saying? And in that conversation, he told me about myself in a way where he said, man, there's a lot of stuff that you knew for a fact you shouldn't have been doing, but because someone kept giving you a loophole and you kept taking advantage of it, I had character questions on your discipline as a man. Right? And I needed that conversation. Because he was quoting what's old boy from Lean On Me, discipline is not the rivalry of enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed that conversation. So those were the two turnaround points. 17. Yeah, 17 and then 21. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Rose, when did your purpose reveal itself to you, my brother?
Ray, you should have sold some dope, brother.
I can't say that on camera. I can't say that on camera.
My fault. So you
can't say that on camera.
I ain't gonna say what else I was about to say. I'm gonna hold that. Bro, I'm gonna be real. I don't know the exact age, but I can remember around the time, like, and it had been somewhere in like early high school, and being able to just like, I think purpose shows up for me in like something smaller than something that is monetary. It's more just like something you wake up every day and you don't even, not even so much about the discipline. You just do it because you love to do it, not because you feel like you're going to gain something out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so doing something on your own volition, like waking up and writing every day, or waking up and just being creative and being in a certain space. And what I know it did for me every day, from being able to just walk in that, like, no matter what was going on, I would always just come back to that on my own volition and consistently do that. And it has rewarded me in different ways. But I just think the feeling that being able to be free in a creative environment, because I wasn't talking a lot or whatever. So like this was basically giving me freedom to do what I haven't been doing for majority of my life or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'll say. It would just been somewhere early in high school, just, you know.
Okay.
Shit like that.
Remind me your second question.
Second question is, when you fall into distraction or laziness, as y'all said, do you feel like that's you just, falling into a moment of distraction, like we all go through the cycles, or do you feel like that's like, do you have those moments where you're in the distraction or within the laziness and you like, I know I'm running from my purpose right now and that's why I'm not doing it? Or
oh God, for sure,
Yeah.
1,000%. It's because of the thing that you see through your purpose, like in spots where, I don't know if y'all, how religious y'all are, or y'all, but God, energy, whatever you putting into something, you will see something from it. That's just how energy works. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not walking in your purpose, you begin to see these things dwindle away from you, because it's like you're not putting in enough energy and you're not being consistent to that thing. And God does take abilities away. He will take shit away from you because you playing games. And it's like I know for a bona fide fact that when I'm not doing it, shit just goes away. Like I'm not able to even tap into certain stuff no more unless I'm doing it consistently. You know what I mean? So I will
would
say
add
that.
on. I would add on to that. That's a fact. Like it's tough. It's tough because like we all get lazy, we all get distracted, we all want to bullshit at times. But that, like you said, when you are putting that energy in consistently, I remember I'm not super religious. I'm getting there type shit. Like I'm getting more into the Bible and I got a Quran upstairs, so I'm doing my readings and stuff. But I remember one time Pastor was saying, he said, people like to call stuff luck. Like, oh yeah, that's just so lucky that they ended up in this spot. That's just they lucky as hell. They lucky, woo woo. And he ain't say lucky as hell, obviously, but they lucky, blah blah blah. And he's like,
might have.
nah, he ain't said it up there. He might have said it behind, in the chambers. But he was like, people mistake luck for blessing. People mistake luck for work and opportunity meeting alignment. Like in real time, there's no such thing as luck. He said there's miracles and things of that nature, of course. But if you doing this for a certain amount of time and then you end up in a room with some people that can give you an opportunity to do it at a higher degree, that's not luck. That's you putting in work to end up in that space. And I've definitely always kind of looked at life that way of, even in hindsight of looking back, like me and Rose, it's like anytime we put music out, it gets good responses, period. So that lets me know that it's like kind of an affirmation of my own, like a reaffirmation of my own purpose. Like, okay, this is what I think I'm supposed to be doing. And every time I do it, there's a benefit. Okay, bet. So I'm gonna just keep pushing that. And like Rose said, you cannot play around with it because Lord giveth and taketh away. For real.
Yeah. And he only gonna give you so many of them chances too, bro. He only gonna give you so many of them before something else just sit you down and change your purpose. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, look, you said you wanted to do something, now you ain't doing it. Boom, there go a baby. Here you go. Like, you feel me? I swear, bro, it'd be stuff like that. Here goes something else to distract you since you was already distracted.
Yeah, here goes a real. You finna really wander in that desert now, like real,
for 40 days, 40 nights. You finna be at this
to Rose's point, I want to add, I agree with that thought process too. There's also that honest conversation that I know I have with myself. I don't know if everybody feels this way, but I feel like as men, this does come across. There's times I'm in a distraction and I thrive off negativity, and I know it.
That's true. That's very true. Sometimes you are an agent of chaos.
Yeah. And I'm locked in.
Yeah. Very true.
And I'm here.
I definitely got one of them moments.
You feel me? There's times that the distraction is distracting, and that power up that come
that's
in
when
that
you pray.
moment is so. It's
that's
moments like that too. That's when you pray. It's moments. Hold on. It's moments like that too of why. To Rose's question, after I got done, I was stopping that because I was thriving off of negativity. That situation happened, and I was like, damn, which led to me needing Pops' help because them funds weren't the same as what it once was. When I didn't need help to win, let me just make sure it's secure on the clean side. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain times, so once that checkpoint happened, it's like, oh, it could go all the way here, which arguably as I get older is also a personal struggle that goes on during the distractions, because sometimes my mind will always come to that fork in the road of, it's a distraction, lean this way. I didn't see worse. It's still because it almost went there. So now I have my mind gauges and limits. Once I've seen it, it's not a fear to me no more. And I got to gauge that when I dial it back. Once you start considering your purpose and having that honest conversation, which goes for all of us as far as I'm concerned, once you find that purpose, in the process of getting there, you also had to acknowledge that your purpose wasn't just your purpose. Somebody else is involved somehow. So
Yeah.
once I put my mind back in that frame, then that's like, oh, okay, I may not see that fear, but I got to try to consider what this might look like for somebody else. Just because I'm willing to go there,
Yeah.
they didn't necessarily want to ride with me. So
Yeah.
unless if I'm able to set it up to say, get out the car, and now as you go along in life, you don't always get that opportunity. Even like what Rose said, sometimes you might have a kid. They can't get out the car. You are the car. You might have
Yeah.
a spouse, you might have a wife, you know what I'm saying? You got parents. As you get older, they might start relying on you. So now it's not easy to do solo situations no more to play around with that. But I have that we know niggas I thrive off negativity.
Sometimes.
We here, man. Yeah.
And I will
If
say this is the last part. Hold on, Nick. This the last
yeah,
part to all that, because I know Nick had said something about it. You said something about it, bro. Especially when you walking in purpose, is when you fully have to lean into believing in yourself, but two, believing in God, bro. Believing that
Hey, facts.
somebody is something bigger than you that moved the machine and pressed them buttons, because it's like you could put in as much work as possible as you want to, but it's something bigger driving all this whole thing. And so when you feel that fear and you feel that doubt, it's like you have to lean into it, just knowing that like whoever guiding you in this whole journey got your back, like you
mhm,
straight. So continue to lean into whatever you want, but just go all the way. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold back from that fear of being judged, or like, you got some other stuff going on and you scared to put this down because you want to pick this up. I know we all got responsibilities, but you still got to lean into what God put you on this earth for, not just your
yeah,
responsibilities. You know what I mean? So, there's that.
And that ties into what Bobby's saying, because that reading piece is very key. And when you are going down, especially a religious journey, that book that you will be reading becomes that sword for you.
mhm,
It presents that discipline for you, and it gives you that idea that there's more than yourself. All three of those fall in line
mhm.
with that, man. So get to the book, get to your mindset. But those were great questions. I appreciate that.
Go ahead, Ev.
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. What was the first question?
When did your purpose reveal itself to you?
So, because I know the second one. The first
Yeah.
one, well, it came twice. One, 2015 with my pops after honestly at my first job. I got my first check, and that's when he was having the, hey, it's time to be a man. Let's conversation, and it was the being 22 years old. Hey, you're the breadwinner of the house.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're the
It's a lot of
breadwinner of the
responsibility.
house.
Mm,
Exactly. A lot of pressure. And it was one of the conversations where I wasn't listening because, like, the words I were using back to him about my job and things that was going on, like I was using the words control, I was using the words power. It was very strange. I'll be even be honest, because it was my first time getting checked, first time getting money out of school, all that, and he really sat me down. I remember this because I'm still an Xbox nigga. Like I was on the game, and he sat me down because he got me off the game. My mic was unmuted, so my partners, they heard this whole conversation for like an hour and a half, us yelling, getting into it, hearing some very crazy things, and then having to come back and sit down and like after cooling off because I'm just out of my own ego, being 22, nigga, you my nigga, you right, I am, but having to sit back and like, wait, I
what does
am.
that What does that mean?
What does
Yeah.
that mean? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because like I'm transparent. Like my mom ain't worked since I was 5 years old because she was physically disabled. So my dad was the man of the house. He was the bread. He took care of everything. And now it's the and he didn't say that as a hey, you got to do something. He just came back to say it of humility of hey, it's you now. You have two choices. We want you to be that man for yourself where you can get up, leave, and go. And you got another one. What do you want to do? And it was one of those situations where it's like, I'm 22. Y'all done got me all the way here. I can't leave y'all. Cause
Mm,
y'all like I am a help. And that's why I say that
mhm,
was a part of the first time. And then back to what every single one of y'all have said so far. In that purpose, because I started to elevate even more in my career. I started to lose that purpose in 2018, 2019, started to do some wild things, relationships, a lot of things. You want to know what my next purpose was? Where it really, really shook me? COVID, January 2020. The day Kobe died, I was at a funeral for my pastor. The pastor of my church passed away. So we were at the funeral and found out Kobe died. Kobe has nothing to do with this, but it's just that telling you the day it happened. That day was my warning sign. That's how I look at things now, coming out of things. That day in January was my warning sign of March because of the things that I endured during COVID, of mental health things I went through, the things God took away from me, physically, bodily things He took away from me. And it was one of those situations where, let me get back in that book. Like y'all said, like for real.
Yeah.
Like my faith wavered, a lot of things, and it can't be, like I said, I'm not even all the way in the book now. Like I can't quote every scripture and all that because I'm not in the book. I'm in my spirituality with Him, where I talk directly to Him,
Mm-hmm.
where we have conversations. And it's been marvelous the last 3.5 years now, because it's like, that's why I said now we at a point where, hey, we might get into some conversations later. That's why I love the question Bodega asks. That's the conversation I'm gonna have with folks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but in the second part of that question that you answered, yeah, I know exactly when it's a distraction. I know when I'm in it. And as Ray said, I'm ignoring it because I know I also thrive in that chaos. I thrive in that toxicity because I enjoy that toxicity too. And that's a
Yeah.
reality. You know?
Before you go, Bodega, real quick, I just want to say another route that you can take when you getting lost in that distraction and you need somebody to pull you back to center is call your partners. Rosa tell you, it's been time to call that nigga, hey, bro, I'm on bullshit right now. He be like, bro, take your ass home.
Yeah.
Take your ass home. We ain't doing that. Go home, bro. Like, cool out. And it's like, but you know, I'm finna, nah, bro, cool out. All right, yeah, let me cool out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go ahead to the
Very
crib.
true.
Like, Brit, like, so it, and that'll, which will also play into the type of people you have around you, playing into what your purpose is and all of that too. But I'm not gonna get too long winded. Bodega, go ahead. When does your purpose
Yeah,
reveal
man.
itself to you,
I
man?
think my purpose revealed itself to me 3 different times in 3 different, like 3 completely different scenarios. The first time I was sitting down for a couple things, about 3 months in, decided to pick up a Quran and a Bible because what else do you do when you sitting down for real? You know what I'm saying? And so I decided to pick those up and started comparing similarities and differences between them. And a couple other brothers like started to get into it. And next thing I know, we was about 20 deep, Christians and Muslims, discussing differences in the book of Revelation and different chapters of the Quran. Um and the second time that it revealed itself was I was at my mom's job, bro. I was at my mom's job, and one of her coworkers came out. She looked at me, and she looked at my mom, and she was like, "Why is he not a pastor?" Right? She didn't know what my religious leaning was at the time, or whatever the case, but that was her first question after seeing me, and I was like, bro, I was just sitting there bullshitting or whatever case. Lady had never met me, and every single time to this day when she talked to my mom, she asks her like, "What am I doing, and why am I not somewhere preaching or something like that?" Right?
Yeah. Tell
The
her you got
third
that covered now. Tell her you got that covered now.
the third time it revealed itself to me was I was talking to this young lady. I'll call her my therapist, who's not my therapist.
Shout
Shout
out
out to
to
Paige. I
shout
hope
out to
hope
Pace.
you're doing great. Um she she decided to read me like a book one day and told me, like, nigga, you keep running from what you know you supposed to do. And like sometimes, like, bro, like sometimes it comes to you like that, right? Like sometimes it comes to you through someone else who just they activated in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens to me where I'm telling somebody like, "Hey, bro, you bullshitting, or you doing this, or you should be doing that, or whatever case." And it's just a moment. That moment passes, and I'll be like, "Bro, I don't know where the fuck that came from." but she was reading me for my life, bro. And so, like, for me, my purpose has always been revealed through others. It's
Mhm.
never been a moment where it's just me alone in isolation. It's always revealed through what other people are doing in response to my individual actions. And so that's beautiful, man. It's real beautiful. And regardless of the book, regardless of what book it is, it can be whatever book you need it to be. There's 8 billion of us. You know, by Allah's grace, we have multiple ways to get back to where we're supposed to be. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Um, but to your question about distractions and when you know you're out of alignment, really that's how I took your question.
Yeah.
You be deep. You be deep out of alignment. It don't be just like, you know, like one misstep or two missteps. It's almost like a deliberate path against
It's a,
what you know you're supposed to be doing.
it's a domino
And
effect.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and to your point, things will be taken away and other obstacles will be put in place. And it's funny is because like that path is always going to lead you back. No matter how far you stray, that path always leads you back. But how far you go is up to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far you stray away is always up to you.
I want to
Yeah,
add
go
to
ahead.
I just want to add real
Uh,
quick to what Bodega was saying about purpose being revealed through people. That's a very important piece because my purpose has also been revealed to me through people. Bodega is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Rose is one of them. Ray is one of them. Ev is one of them. Like when you sit and you have these conversations, people paying attention and caring about you and what you got going on, that you'll have moments where folks really sit you down and have a moment of pure honesty with you. And those moments now I know like they're being used as a vessel type. You know what I'm saying? Like that was you speaking to me, but that was also bruh speaking to big bruh speaking to me type. So yeah, I just want to say in that, definitely keep aware of who you have around you and what they are speaking into you and over you, because a lot of folks speak destruction into your life, a lot of folks speak distraction into your life, a lot of folks speak misery and pain into your life. And real quick, and I'm gonna get off this tangent, something I saw the other day was when somebody is speaking that into your life, or when you speaking that into your life, like, bro, this some bullshit, whoopty whoopty whoop. When you get into the next situation or whatever you got going on, the obstacle in front of you is gonna be exactly what you mad about to give you
yeah.
another opportunity to work through that. And the more you just keep fighting back and pushing back, the more you're gonna have to keep working through that cycle. So that's
which
Go ahead, Ray.
which brings you to another option that you might have in combination to what they're saying to get out of it. A lot of y'all just need to sit down and drink water. That's
Breathe.
it.
Yeah. And
A
breathe.
lot of the times, when you going through something, you realize how dehydrated you were the entire. Drink literal water.
No, real deal, bro. Like a lot of bro,
That's
because
it.
no bullshit. A lot of times, a lot of distraction, a lot of the bullshit, a lot of the extra stuff that we end up dealing with is strictly based on the fact that folks don't like being bored. Like, sit down,
Yeah.
deal with that silence, deal with that boredom, deal with that of just I'ma just sit here and let this piece be what it is, instead of relaxing in the peace and just embracing what that moment is. Folks go look for the chaos because we so used to being in chaos and moving fast. It's
Idle
like,
hands
nigga,
are the devil's
don't
play shop.
I don't
yeah,
want people to keep buying into the lies that your favorites will tell you. Take a nap, please.
telling
This
you.
whole I'll sleep when I'm dead, the money never stop. I gotta say, no, take a nap. You can't have destruction talked into your ear if you're asleep. Take a nap. I didn't say sleep all day. I didn't say sleep all night. I said take a nap so you could just reset for a little bit, please.
I
And
can
you get
Ron,
old,
Coach
you're gonna
Ron,
need it.
nigga.
I
If that
can
devil
assure,
talk to you and fight it, young nigga.
Hold on,
I
hold
can,
on, hold on, real quick about that.
I can
Sleep
assure
like
you.
this. You get to talk, and I'm like this. I'm going to
You know what I
sleep,
mean?
bro.
Listen, those childhood traumas you're running away from do not disappear when your money is up.
Facts.
When
At
them
They
all.
hitting
only
your
get
phone.
bigger.
Sorry,
At
when them
all.
young ladies are hitting your phone, when you think, you know what I'm saying, You got motion and you doing and blah 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 blah. No amount of hustle culture or work is gonna let you escape capitalism, and no amount of it is going to hush those demons inside of you. I'm just letting you know from
It's a fact.
experience.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
What you said actually was perfect. That's what I was about to say back with Ray, because Ray used the word grind. Grind culture was a lie. Okay? I want y'all to know that. Because I was one of the people thinking it too. Hell, I'm still doing it. Grind culture is a goddamn lie. Because guess what happens when you grind something too much? It starts to dissolve and destroy itself and break down.
Yep.
So while they keep telling you to grind, you're going to break down
Yeah.
and you start to lose your necessities of sleep or
Amen, brother.
drinking water. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was a lie.
But I want to, when we can close up with this last piece, I want everybody to, as best you can, state what you believe your purpose to be today in 2025, like in the clearest form that you can, and your best route for folks to figure out how they can reach theirs or find theirs. I'll go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and start. I believe today my purpose is to be the best version of myself that I can be, and that is done by spreading love, spreading humanity, protecting women, protecting children, speaking truth to power, and never folding in the face of a threat or in the face of danger. And finally, always walking with God. I gotta put God into my piece because I know I wouldn't do that before, and I'm trying to be intentional about that. So always walking in God, and through walking in God, I'm able to do all of those things aforementioned. Let's go to, well, you started the question, bro. What's up?
Uh, what I believe
Oh,
my
hold up,
purpose.
real quick. My fault. How folks get there? Because I didn't even answer the second half. How folks can get there? As everybody here has said, reading, whatever book you want to pick up, whether that be the Quran, the Bible, the Torah. If you want to pick up educational books. If you want to pick up self-help books, however you need to get to a sense of center with yourself, I would say through reading, uh, and prayer, meditation, and breathing, like heavy breathing, and sitting in stillness when you have a moment. That's because that's where moments of clarity and moments of thought are able to be explored. You're able to question why you just did something or why you think that about that. And those type of moments give you a different type of clarity and a different type of understanding with yourself. Because for me, that's when you're talking to them. For me, that's when I think I'm most clearly talking to bros. When I'm completely by myself, like, why did I think about that like that? Here you go. But yeah, Bodega, go ahead. My fault.
Listen, man, you can pick up the Vedas, you can pick up the Holy Pibli, you can pick up the Kabera, whatever book you gravitate towards, and if you gravitate towards one and decide to pick up another, that's okay too.
Facts.
Okay, that's okay too, and that's really like what I believe my purpose to be is to break down the walls and the structures of how to get somewhere and helping people embrace their own paths because
Fire.
every person's path is unorthodox, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What you might be hearing in the church might not be your vibe. It just might not be. And that's okay. You can still take those practices that you've learned, you know what I'm saying, how you pray and why you pray, and apply them to another area.
Facts.
It's okay if it happens that way. Listen, it's 8 billion of us, 8 billion separate experiences. There's no way there's only one singular path. How to find that is listening. But
Mhm.
when I say that, I don't mean necessarily opening your ears, even though you got to open those up too. But the things around you, your path will always call to you.
Reveal itself. Yeah.
It remove distractions, remove the women, remove the men, remove the late nights, remove the things that help you ease and go through. I understand coping mechanisms, all those kind of things. Sometimes you just got, you just got hit it raw. Like that's what it is. But your purpose will always call to you. Just listen.
Yeah, I think I'll go next. I would say in 2025, I would think at best, I think my purpose is to be, and it's something I've been thinking a while, is to be a vessel of selflessness and uh, selflessness, authenticity, and transparency, flaws and all. Um, no humility, no ego. I think that's a part of my purpose. And a part of that purpose is to lead by example in that. That's why I like whenever now I may not do that on the podcast because again, you do have to filter some things, hide some things, stuff of course like that. You don't want everyone to know your business, but everybody know I've revealed some very personal things about myself in conversations, with dolo conversations. But it's also that place of vulnerability to show because we all live in this world of individualism and being to ourselves and closing things off and being shut off. And I do that to lead by that of showing you, no, I don't, I trust you. If you're in my space, I'm selfless and I trust you and I trust who you are to be this way with you, to let that be an example that you too could be like that with somebody. You can be that with me. And then it's also, this relationship can show you that you can go out and do that further. That's what I think a part of it is. And it's part of with that communication, conversation, spreading it forward. And that's where I bring in the podcast part of with me having the comfortability of being able to have these conversations on camera
Mhm.
and do it more, because I'll be honest, asking this purpose question, this was honestly a big step in that for me right now. Like, so that's a big part of it. And I would say, I think to answer the second part of how to help you, I would think a part of it is honestly, if you really want to find a way to get into your purpose, is to, how I want to say this, to really find your purpose sometimes, I think you have to open up a space for your path to also find you sometimes, your purpose. You have to, and that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, that's what how I want to put it. You have to be in a place to where you're open for it to find you as you're trying to find it. And because again, a lot of us are closed off in our own thinking, our own ideas, our own past traumas or stresses and everything where hey, nah, I gotta go lock in. I gotta go shut everybody off while you're shutting off potentially a key component of a key person with a key. They could like Nick said, someone could be a vessel. You could be closing off a key vessel at a key time that could just set you straight. And now
Yeah.
you delayed your purpose another year or two. Because like we say, it's gonna try to circle back.
Mhm.
So I think that's how I think you could find it is to be an open person. And because for me, I would say that's leading into me with my purpose. Like I said, with COVID, once I got back in the book and started to find that place of vulnerability again, 22 took off like a rocket for me
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
further
Yeah.
endure this. So that
Yeah.
would be it.
Real quick before you go, Ray, I just want to say to being open, personal experience, to being open to your path, right? I was a rapper first, only, right? Rose noticed niggas didn't make no beats. I wasn't doing none of that. Didn't want to make no beats. Hate, like I was like, nah, I'm gonna just rap. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just rap. I ain't had no beats though, and I ain't had no money to buy no beats. So at a certain point, it was like, well, I'm gonna probably have to end up making beats at some point. And then I figured out how to start making beats. Made more money off making beats than I ever made off a song I rapped on. So just again to being open to your purpose. Like I've made it to Rolling Loud and seen my music performed in a stadium based off of making beats, and I didn't even want to do that. So sometimes you do have to be open to gotta sit you down and be like, bro, you can go here, you can go there, whichever way you want to go. If you go this way, it's gonna take you all the way around the joint to loop you right back here. But you go this way, you'll be right down towards the finish line in about 5 years. Just
Damn,
figure it
man, that
out.
was a good ass day.
Bro, what?
That was
What?
a good ass day. That was a good
What?
ass day.
Come on, man. Um
I'll let Rose.
Rose Ray. Oh,
Okay,
go ahead,
I'll let
Rose.
Rose go. Yeah.
The first question, what do you think your purpose is today? Second question, what would you say to people to help them find theirs that are struggling?
Who's this, Ray or this me?
It's you.
You.
Oh, bro, honestly, I like to keep it simple these days, man. I'll say I feel like my purpose currently is to be a vessel of information and like through saying the things that I've done and right and wrong, and how you can apply that to yourself, and how to like help you get somewhere faster through me probably fucking up first. You know what I'm saying? And be that vessel of information. And then, second, I would say really to put a mirror up to everybody, like you, me, and I'm you, and we can both be great, and we can pick and pull from each other of how to reach that greatness. You know what I'm saying? So I hold that mirror up to you, you hold that mirror up to me, and now we both just being better. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be like that with everybody. You can be that way from a child. You can do it to children, and they easily shoot it back at you. You can do it to a grown adult. They gonna fight it, but eventually you get to that. And an older person, you put that mirror up in front of them, they're gonna give you that same more information through them going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would just be those two things. And the way to get there, bro, honestly, is through the simplest thing, through what everything on this earth does, which is communication, and having effective communication through all of it, of not trying to think you know everything, not trying to fight everything because you believe you have more information, but you don't even know what you don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like the communication part is the most simple form of everything. So that's what you should do. You should communicate with your people and try to, like Bodega said, hear, and not necessarily hear with your ears, but like, bro, hear with everything you got, your heart, your soul, hear with every possible thing that you can hear, and then make an opinion based on that, move forward with that, go be great.
Sure.
Solid. I think for me, my purpose currently is being the conductor of comfortability, right? Because it's the continuous chase of me to going back to your first question. If I'm finding spots where I feel like I am living my purpose, but I'm also still being pushed to be adventurous to go find it, I have to be comfortable with myself first and foremost. And that allows me the ability to conduct and allow other people themselves to be comfortable around me and being them specifically, right? So if I was to try to, I guess, give advice on how someone can go and find their own respective purpose, it would be that accountability with self and that comfortability with self, and also conducting, because I do a lot of conducting with directions. Like sometimes I will direct you the fuck away from me because I'm not here for you. Right?
Yeah.
Your comfortability will not be found around me, and I don't have the ability to conduct it. But you might go to the right over there and land in somebody else's spot, because if I'm not going to provide it for you, I might be able to put you in contact with somebody that I have that comfortability and that space with, where they might be able to assist you. And that's kind of been pushed through this whole keep it clean. And remember, it wasn't a podcast when we first started talking about it. It was an idea, and it's a way of living.
A
It's supposed to
lifestyle.
be a movement.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we've gone from, it was you and I chopping, just like Ev explained, he wasn't for it at first, and then now he's here. We got Rose involved. Now you're seeing Bodega. That is the definition of what it is. And y'all have heard me be on the phone with y'all a couple times. Hey, Ray don't got it for this dude right here. One of y'all. There's 4 other people now. Hopefully one of y'all could get it.
Yeah.
And for whichever spot that I pushed over, I owe you one. So if you need that over there, I got you.
Yeah.
That's my job as a conductor of comfortability. That's where I'm at now, and that's where we're gonna continue pushing it.
For sure. I will also say, just to add on to what everybody said here, be honest. Be honest with yourself first. Be honest about what you don't like. Be honest about what you do like, and be vocal about it too. Because a lot of bullshit slide because folks just shrug their shoulders and let stuff rock. And that's also delaying you getting to where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a perfect example, and we'll close up. And I ain't gonna put you on spot too crazy, Rose. I called Rose one day. It's probably like 11, something like that. I hit bro line. I'm like, yo, what's the word? Where we, you know what I'm saying? Where you at? But he said, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the trenches gambling. What's the word? I'm like, shit, I'm saying, like, you niggas trying to link it with what's the word? It's like, I mean, shit, you can pull up down here, right? And something about pulling up to the trenches where gambling was already taking place. I was like, that just feel like it's against the vibe of Charles Darwin. You dig what I'm saying? Like, natural selection just don't seem like. And I hit him back. I said, you think that's a spot for me? And he was like, Actually, nah, I'm gonna just hit you when I get back to the crib. Honesty on all fronts. I was honest with myself. I don't think that's a good vibe for me. My brother was honest with me too. I don't. This might not be a spot to come kick it down here, Brody. We down here on bullshit. All of that lets folks know we both got another day. We both was here another day after that. Nobody knows what could have happened if niggas got down there and man shit went left. So love you for that. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Have good people in your circle. Have honest people in your circle. Be honest with yourself and be honest with them so that everybody can be on the same accord, on the best type of unity that they can form. And through those moments, building on that honesty, building on that communication, building on those relationships, God, Allah, Buddha, whoever it is that you rock with, will reveal to you these moments of truth and honesty for you to tap into what it is you actually supposed to be doing. So, Bodega,
Be
I
community.
facts being yeah, because that's another piece too. Like
That's we gave 5 answers, and it all centers around being in community.
you
The
got to
only
be
way you
around
can
people.
actually be in community is by being honest.
Facts. You got to be around folks, and you got to be able to have folks tell you about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And stand in that and eat that and try to do better when you come back around the next time. So, but yeah, we ain't gonna be nobody head in, man. Bodega had the topic. He felt called to speak. I appreciate the fuck out of this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pulled up. We got 40-point game from the whole squad. You dig what I'm saying? So
Did it for
appreciate.
Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Yeah. Rest in peace, Bean, man. Rest in peace, Bean. Yeah, man. Keep It Clean podcast. Episodes dropping every Tuesday. We do have a one-off coming for y'all about the Texas gerrymandering situation because we ain't let that slip by. We see what y'all got going on. That'll be coming Friday. Yeah, episodes dropping every Tuesday at Keep It Clean Show on all platforms. Keep it a buck, keep it a bean, keep it clean. We out.